wrote speeches. Listen while I'm teaching, nails trying like a kiss. Stole it like I'm Jesus and brought it back like a re-up. Had to demonstrate the blessing for people who couldn't see it. Now we building assets before we splurge our cash. We was talking about the dream, dog. Now they talking about the team and I heard y'all last. I could never take the credit, I prefer all cash. Look, laughing at the crib cause I done turned into a bank. Probably turned into a mogul before I turned into a saint. Was just a man on his grind, then I turned it into great. Turn my struggle into hustle and you know I'm getting paid. Let's go.
I love you, Bobby.
What is going on, Private Banker Cousins? What's going on, Private Banker Cousins? This is Dr. Jake Taylor Jakes, your host of the Private Banker Society podcast. The reason why we call it a podcast is because we be given applicable game that you can take and actually go apply into your life. We're in the middle of a series called From Scratch. And in this series, From Scratch, my number one objective is to teach you exactly the skill sets that you need or things that you could do to help you build your business or your company from scratch. And I think it's very important that we understand that as we are growing and developing. And we talked about several things inside of the series that we've been in, but we talked about several things. And one of the biggest thing that that we talked about that I want us to focus on is the importance of developing skill sets. I was on a podcast yesterday with I think it's Black Men Do Talk. And I was on a podcast yesterday, and there was a young lady that asked me, she asked for her friend because her friend was an entrepreneur, but her friend was nervous and scared to talk. So she asked for a friend. What can my friend who's an entrepreneur do to get the mentor, that she needs to help her grow her business? And I told her, actually, finding your mentor is not the most important thing per se in this space in a moment in time. Finding a mentor is important as you progress, but the biggest two elements of a new entrepreneur's opportunity to succeed, the top two elements are: one, a community that's supportive of your growth, because many of us don't have friends and family that support us. And then two, skill set mastery. What skill sets are you learning, mastering, exploring to determine what you actually do best? And it reminds me of like Little League sports, right? So in Little League sports, this happens all the time. Like, you start off in one position, and then as the coach begins to see you excel in this position more than another position, then they begin to start putting you in different positions. And it's the same thing on your entrepreneurial journey. A lot of us really don't know the true skill sets that we have per se. And a lot of us don't really know the skill sets that we need to master for the journey that we're walking on ourselves. And so the first initial piece or part of your entrepreneurial journey to get started is to start developing skill sets and being in a community that curates or cultivates an environment where skill set development will be a key for your success. And I would petition that if you can make any bit of money from a new skill set, you're already progressively moving forward in a great manner. And when you think about that, the first thing you got to think about, a lot of us are trying to build super successful businesses, and we want to get there fast, but we aren't developing the skill sets that are required. So community and skill sets are the two most important things. But today's topic is how to turn $1,000 into 10,000. The reason why I'm not going to put a time frame on it is because people's time frames are literally based on how they see how quickly they want to submit to the strategies that I'm teaching, or how quickly they want to start practicing and get into working. So I got a couple of cool examples that I'm going to show you along the way of how to take that. So if I had $1,000 to my name, okay, first and foremost, $1,000 is not enough to really do anything. And we have to get that in our head. The moment that we can get that in our head, then it's easier for us to actually see, what moves do I need to make that will allow for me to, put myself in the best positions to win. So when we think about $1,000 isn't really enough to do anything. But what's the most important thing that you need to develop? It's not selling a product. It's not even making money. It is developing a skill set. The very first thing that you're going to have to do with the $1,000 is figure out what skill sets allow you to be able to pick up a new skill, learn it, master it, and then go make money utilizing it. Because when you develop a skill, although it is not a product, your skill is a product of your service. So that is literally money that you can literally create out of thin air, and go and administer that skill set in a very cool way. So the very first thing that I would do is, one, figure out, can I learn the skill set? And with me learning this skill set, is it going to come with some type of community? If you can get these two with the same bang for your buck, you will be in an amazing position. So one of the best parts about the Private Banker Society is that inside of the Private Banker Society, we handle all both and above, right? So inside of our actual legitimate Private Banker Society, we'll go to the community area. This community area is of the people that's on the elite side. We have 118 people of this video on the elite side. And then in total, we have about 600, 5 more people want to join at the moment of this video. So 687 include those 5 if they get accepted inside of actual Private Banking Society. The elite side is actually when we learn business strategies and financial strategies for us to become successful. So the first thing that is complete is a community. There's community involvement. And let me show y'all something that's actually pretty cool. When I go to settings and I look at my metrics, we have a 100% of our active members are actually, they participate with each other, which means that they actively engage and go through the content. Now we go to our general Private Bank Society. We have about a 75% community or 79% active community rate, which simply that our community communicates with each other. We inspire each other. We talk to each other. So it's an environment you can ask questions. Somebody in the community is going to answer. The second thing is learning a skill set. So when you go to the classroom area and you click skill set, cash flow creation skill set, you're going to see 11, it'll soon be 12, but 12 that you can master. How to create an indestructible product, creating content, doing copywriting. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. Media buying, how to use paid advertisement to get marketing out, sales and communication, how to communicate, actually how to sell products with your words. Website and funnel building, how to build a website funnel, email marketing, automation, how to make everything click automatically, mastering the art of launching your products and brands, and then of course leadership and all this other cool stuff. And then we have operations and all that other stuff there. So these are 6 skill sets that are needed for any business in order for you to. So for as little as today, as little as $141.50 a month, if you become a member, you pay your member due of $141. You actually get access to all of those skill set trainings, which is we have over 200 hours of training that you can administer. So the first thing that you'll do, you'll go to start to learn your skill set. Okay. So the first thing that you will do, you will actually go to start to learn a new skill set. when you begin to start learning this new skill set, now the next thing is going to be extremely important. It's going to be a pivotal piece of that. Now you got to put that skill set to work. Now, contrary to popular belief, when you're first starting your entrepreneurial journey, your goal isn't to be extremely profitable or rich. Your goal is to just make some money practicing the skill set that you're practicing. And so when it comes to certain skill sets, what I'm a firm believer of is doing administering a skill set to do or produce a job. Okay. So when I say administer a specific skill set to do or produce a job, right? So let's keep a tally. We got $1,000. We spend $141 of that 1,000 to join the Private Banker Society. That's $858 that's left. That's $858.50 that's left. So we're going to keep that because we're actually going to need this. Okay. So now we got $1,000. We join the Private Banking Society. Then we go in here. We actually learn, for an example, we learn this skill set. Say we're learning how to create an indestructible product. Okay. So how to make a product from scratch. Say we learn, of course, media buying, like how to use paid advertisement. So you're good at starting and creating a product from scratch. And then you're really good. You get good at Facebook advertising. Two skill sets that we're going to use in this example is that of let me switch mics real quick. You still should be able to hear me pretty loud and clear. I believe that you should still be able to hear me. If you can hear me and you're watching this live, let me see you press the number 1. If you can hear me and you're still watching this live, let me see you press the number 1. All right, so cool. So I got $858.50 right here where I currently have at the moment. Then to learn the skill set, the skill sets that I've decided to learn was Facebook advertisement. And I learned creating a product from scratch. So these were the two skill sets that I decided to put all of my attention in to be able to put to work. So I know how to create a product from scratch. I got all of my elements to create a product from scratch. The next thing is Facebook advertisement. I got everything that I need to learn and that I know of running Facebook advertisement. So the next thing that I would do, I would actually join a community on Facebook, right? I would I would create a fan page, Facebook fan page. It's free. And then I would start creating content that shows people your expertise. So you may pick up 3 skill sets. The first skill set was Facebook advertising. The second one was indestructible product. And then the third one can be content creation. So this content creation right here. So you got 3 skill sets that you're learning. Let me put it on the board. You got 3 skill sets that you're learning. I'm going to put it on the board. So the first one, again, was the first skill set that you were learning. The first skill set that you are learning, the three, 1, 2, 3. You got a Facebook advertisement. You got content creation and how to create a product from scratch. How to create a product from scratch. Okay. So now I have that. I know that I have $858.50 left after joining the Private Bank Society. So now what I would do, I would actually go and create a Facebook business or fan page. It's free. Facebook business or fan page. Take the skill sets that I learned from content creation and start to create compelling content to show expertise. The next thing that I would do, inside of Facebook, you can actually type communities. Inside of Facebook, you can actually type in the search or whatever, and you can actually search for communities. Inside of these communities, they talk about or they specialize in specific things, like maybe beauty, barber, real estate, entrepreneurs, just anything based on who you want to target and focus on helping with the new skill sets that you learned. So the first skill set that you have is the ability to create a product. Now, through the Private Bank Society, you know how to create a product from scratch. So how many entrepreneurs out there or aspiring entrepreneurs are wanting to be an entrepreneur, but they don't know how to create their own product? So what I would do right there is I would solicit that as a service. Now, content creation. Not only that, now you're going to create content to actually get them to what? To want to purchase or find out more information about you. And then we're going to talk about this third skill set in a second. So I use the information that I learned on how to create a product from scratch. Okay. From creating this product from scratch. Now I'm going to talk about the pains and the successes in the struggles. So I'm going to talk about the struggles, pain, and successes of creating a product to sell. Once I'm making content around this, I'm then now going to put this content inside of, I'm going to share from my fan page, content inside of these communities to help which, whoever they are, whoever you decide to join their community, to help them with their businesses. You may be struggling with your business. You may be struggling with your product. You may be struggling with your service. And this is the reason why you can fix this. If you just touch this up, if you just change this, if you just turn your product like this. I'm not going to give you the inside of what's inside the program, that skill set training, but you're just teaching them small things about why people's products don't work, why people need help. And then what you're going to do is you're going to enlist them from the community, from this community that's free. Now you're going to then use the third skill set. Because we're not going to be telling them to come find you yet. Although inside your bio, inside of all those other things, you're going to set up free consultations inside your bio for them to schedule an appointment with you, for you to actually have a free consultation with what they're struggling with, and then sell your service of what you provide. Then the next thing you're going to do, you're going to use the third skill that you learn, which is our Facebook advertisement. And what people don't realize is that when you talk about advertising, specifically on Facebook, anybody that watches your videos on social media, specifically, we're talking in this point, Facebook, you can actually go and run ads or advertisement directly to the people who watch a video of yours on the platform. So what I mean by that is, if somebody watches your video, say it's 10 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute of your video, that's maybe 3 or 4 minutes just providing value, you can now set up Facebook advertisement to actually go and campaign and target those people that watch more than a minute of your video. So they'll start seeing advertisement, a free consultation that you're putting in an ad budget that's going directly to the people that are watching your content, that's engaging with your content. You can actually specify what type of engagement that they gave on the content and start targeting them with advertisement. With these advertisement, that's called retargeting. Retargeting is the cheapest type of advertisement. And when you retarget someone, that means that they already have hit your page or hit your video at some point in time. We teach what's called the $5 shoestring budget. $5 a day. And if you can, to $100 a day. But $5 a day is a good start, where you get retargeting every single day. $5 a day worth of advertisement goes out to these people that watch your video. And then from there, it's going to push them to setting up free consultation appointments for you to actually look at why their product isn't working. What can you do to help them fix it so that you can be able to help them create their new product? Now, what skill sets do we have right now? Skill set 1, creating a product. You know how to create a product from Private Bank Society. Number 2, the second skill set. Now you know content and how to get people attracted. 3, third skill set, running Facebook advertisement. And now these are 3 skill sets that you can sell as a service to this person that's on this consultation. So you sit down with them, you talk to them maybe about 30 minutes. Then from 30 minutes, you can have a conversation with them. You say, hey, listen, to help you create your product from scratch, it'll be $500. From the $500 to help you create ideas for your content. So generally speaking, what I would suggest to anybody, skill sets like running somebody's Facebook advertisement or running their content on a regular basis. Okay. These skill sets, when it comes to this, these are not anything that I will solicit until you have confidence in running it for yourself. Okay. Does that make sense? So a lot of people like to create businesses, or they like to create products, if you will. And they have not mastered for themselves that skill set. And so, like I tell people all the time, it's actually easier for you to sell an ongoing service when you know you can deliver a result. If you know that you can't deliver a result long term, or you know that you can't deliver a result on a continuous basis because you don't trust your ability yet, just setting people up is all that you need to do. Showing them how to set it up, and then from the setup, they continue it on from there. Does that make sense? I hope that's really helping you out. So let's go back to the board. So we got these 3 skill sets. By the time these 3 skill sets, we also teach you how to build your own website inside of PBS. And we give you the technology to build your own website. So then you say, I'll charge you $500 to help you create your product. Then you tell them, okay, I'll also charge you $1,000 to build your website. Okay. Then you say, okay, I don't want to run your Facebook advertisement for you, but I'll charge you $500 to set up your Facebook advertisement. So I'm gonna set it up for you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna put everything in there back there for you. So all you gotta do is run it yourself. And then let's say for content, I'm gonna charge $250 just to help you in your idea phase of how to create content and help you create some titles and some concepts. Now, this is just one client. Let's do the math. 500 plus 500 is 1,000. 1,000 plus 1,000 is 2,000. 2,000 plus 2,050 bucks is $2,250 that you made from one client. One client. Now you do 2,250 bucks times 4 clients. Let's do the math together. That's $9,000 that you made. Let's say that you ran your retargeting advertisement $50 a day. Let's say you got to $100 a month. So off of $100 a month, let's say you did this for 4 months. That's $400 that you spent in advertisement. $400 that you spent in advertisement for the initial $1,000 you have. You spent $141.50 to join the PBS to get your trainings that you needed. So that's $541.50 for the rest of that. You already, because of PBS, you don't have to pay for your website build out, nor do you have to pay for 9 sites on your platform, which means you can build up to 9 other websites a part of your membership without it costing extra. That's money on top. Now, you creating content through social media is a free a value add. You getting some of these platforms trial and stuff doesn't really cost that much. Say you spent possibly another 100, let's say another $50 on platforms that will allow for you to do your thing. So you're talking about $691.50 that you spent out of the $1,000 to start your company, to start your business. Setting up somebody's Facebook doesn't cost you anything extra. So you came out of pocket $1,000. You came out of pocket $691.50 in total so far. I forgot, $141 a month. You did that 4 months because our membership is 4 months. So $141.50 times 4 months. $141.50 times 4 months. Minus $141.50 plus $691.50. So in total, you invested $1,116 over a 4-month span. You learned 4 skill sets. From the 4 skill sets, you then ran advertisement for 4 months on your own. You acquired 4 clients that brought you roughly around $9,000, which means you're going to be in profit $7,008. $7,884, and the sky's the limit from there. So what did I just do? I just showed you how with $1,000 you can get inside of a membership group, learn new skill sets. Then I showed you how to take that skill set, turn it into cash flow. Take that skill set, solicit that skill set in free communities on Facebook, giving value, giving gain, teaching people what they're missing out, things that they could tweak to make their stuff better from the trainings that you receive from us, then from the trainings that you receive from us, now you're going and teaching other people that are in different demographics or industries what they could do to enhance their sales, their production, or their marketing. Then when they watch your video, you're just telling them, when you watch the video, you retargeting through Facebook advertising, which costs you like $5 a day. Then when you retarget them on Facebook through the proper way of doing it, $5 a day, then they're going to say, dang, let me see about this free consultation. They schedule a free consultation on your business technology that comes with your membership, so you don't pay out of pocket for that. Now, when they schedule an appointment with you, guess what happens? Now you sit with them on a free consultation. You sell them a couple of your services for cheap, not expensive, but for relatively affordable to where they are, because you just want to get your sales and you want to get your practice in yourself. You build them a website using the strategies that we teach you through our templated platform that we give you, part of your membership. Then from you doing that, then you help them just with the strategy of their content creation by using the content creation strategies that we teach you. Then from there, now you teach them how to create that product, the perfect product, and you're working with them to create the perfect product, and you're teaching them how to test it in the marketplace from how we teach you how to test it in the marketplace. So you're literally using the skill sets that you learn from us to solicit and service your clients, only helping 4 clients, making $9,000 over 4 or 5 clients in this process of a 4-month span. So you went from only having $1,000 to your name to making $9,000 in 4 months or less, depending on how fast you get to work. Think about that, right? When you think about that and you think about it over time, it makes you say, dang. So the only thing that's actually stopping me from progressing and changing my life is the simple fact that I don't have the necessary skill sets that allow for me to be able to solicit my skill sets as a service. And guess what? This is on top of the job or career that you already have. So imagine making an additional $9,000 over a 4 to 6 month span, learning a new skill set, practicing the new skill set, getting clients from the new skill set, charging little to nothing to help people, help clients out. Then from there, you're nothing but in profit. And this is why I tell people, this is why I love business. This is why I love business. And the reason why I'm saying I love business is simply because there aren't too many investments in the world where you can actually invest in and be able to pinpoint exactly. Y'all can even take these pricings and make that your pricing sheet. So then you say, okay, Jake, after I get the client, I need to do this stuff, but don't I need paperwork and stuff like that just to make sure that, you know, my stuff is good, that I'm communicating right? How do I know how to communicate to them? That's fine. Inside the Private Banking Society, boom, you go back to the classroom. Then you go to cash flow creation business models, and we actually show you exactly how to structure and build out your entire consulting firm, which is what you're pretty much starting up. Then from there, we actually also give you operations, business, HR, and operations. In this we actually give you the contract that you send your client. Here's the contract. We give this to you. The contact that you send your client, and also what we call the Schedule 1. The Schedule 1 is your service agreement with your client. Is blocked on my computer, but the service agreement that you give actually your client. So now you have inside of our platform, when you're a member of the society, we not only give you the skill set, we not only show you how to build out your model completely, then we show you how we give you access to the client contract agreement. Then your schedule 1, which tells them what services that you're going to do. And then after the completion of your service, now you can use this PDF, which is the offboarding, to go through the offboarding process of that client. And you do this over and 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 over again until you are satisfied with where you are financially, and you continue to develop more skill sets so that you can continue to add to your offerings for that specific industry. Once you help those 4 clients, guess what? Now you can solicit the testimonials of those 4 clients, a part of your marketing campaign. And now you're building your consulting agency from the skill sets that we teach you. You ain't even got to press number 1 to tell me that it's on fire, the information I just shared with you, because I already know that it is. And the reason why I know that it is because this is something that I actually do for myself. So if you're not a part of Private Bank Society Elite, you need to make sure you go to privatebanksociety.com, privatebankersociety.com, and register to become a part of our become a general member of the Private Bank Society. Is free. And then you get to explore and see how our platform is, see the engagement, see what the classroom style is going to be like. And if you're excited, you actually want to get to the skill set side, you can always upgrade to become an elite member, not just a general member, but an elite member, a part of the Private Banker Society. Okay. So I hope this video was extremely valuable to you. I just showed you how to turn, technically it was 1,000 into 9,000, but you get the gist. I could have upped these prices easily by $100 or $200, and we would have been able to hit that marker. But my point is, it is actually simple if you have the skill sets. If you don't have the skill sets, that's what makes it harder. In today's time, everybody just wants to teach courses. Nobody actually wants to do the work. Not only are we teaching you these same skill sets, but we actively have clients that we service every single day, that pay us 6-figure contracts to build out all the stuff that we kind of teaching, talk to y'all about over. Okay. So I just want to let y'all know that so that you all can be able to position yourself and take your life to the next level. Until next time, y'all know I got to close the vault. Y'all know I got to close the vault because that lets us know that class, the Pi class, now over.
Y'all need a
And remember, our goal in the Private Bank Society is to make families great again by teaching them how to be the bank. How do you be the bank? Offer services and products that allow for you to get extra people's money, and then we show you how to grow it on the back end. Welcome to the Private Bankers Society.
I love you, Bobby.
They got it, but let's buy some land and build a family. That's a grown-up flex. Let's see a black man winning and get so upset. This is generational, inspirational, integrative though. On the rise vertically, working like I ain't made it though. This is for my people. Locker room speeches. Listen while I'm teaching. Nails trying like a kiss. Stole it like I'm Jesus and brought it back like a re-up. Had to demonstrate the blessing for people who couldn't see it. Now we building assets before we splurge our cash. We was talking about the dream, dog. We heard y'all laugh. Now they talking about the team and I heard y'all last. I could never take the credit. I prefer all cash. Look, laughing at the crib cause I done turned into a bank. Probably turned into a mogul before I turned into a saint. Was just a man on his grind and I turned it into great. Turn my struggle into hustle and you know I'm getting paid. Let's go.